everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Snehal Yadav. I am a network engineer at Microsoft Azure, and today I'll be talking about an important question. Are network engineers supposed to be good at coding? Before we talk further into it, I want for better understanding to divide it into three parts. First, is coding important? Second, if so, which language should we learn? Third, what do we do at Microsoft and what languages we work with? So if this question was asked 5 to 10 years back, maybe the answer would have been, it is not very important for a network engineer to be well equipped with coding skills. But right now in 2021, automation has entered in every field of IT sector and networking is not left behind. Many companies are asking for candidates who are very well equipped with some or the other coding language. Trust me, when you mention that you are some language expert, it does add you and your resume a market value which people can't ignore. Automation has entered into different sections and vendors are not unaware about it. Right now, vendors like Cisco have already put up their certifications like DevNet, which help people to qualify into development as well as networking, explaining their coding languages. With this, there would be a very obvious question, why automate at all? So basically, when your network is small, when it has only few switches and just some firewalls around, maybe you do not need to automate them or program them. But when you talk about some medium to large scale networks, including clouds, you might see there are thousands of routers included in it, and that too of different vendors. It might be Juniper, it might be Cisco, Arista, etc. And that is when automation comes to your help. The thing with automation is that it helps you configure, monitor as well as troubleshoot them without you personally being involved in it. Let me share an example about it. First, when you configure so many routers, there is a tendency that you might make a small mistake which might cost you a huge problem when the things go into production. When you automate these things, basically you might start writing it down or scripting it and then trying it on one of the routers and see if it works. If it definitely works, then you are going to configure the same thing on all the routers present in the network without you going and individually logging into the routers and writing the same thing again and again, which might lead to a problem somewhere if you miss the script or if you misprint some or the other command. Second, it is very important for you to monitor the network as well. Now when you monitor, you need a very structured data. For example, in case of certain interfaces that are configured, probably a network engineer would like to monitor if there are certain flaps in it or if it is dropping some packets or not. But when you write a command like show interface brief or show interface detail, you might get a huge set of data which might not be structured enough to give you just the output that you are looking for it. In this case, automation comes to help you, saying that you might code it such that you just get the output that you need to check. And this can be done vendor independent. So basically you will configure or you will write commands which will go to applicable vendor devices and then get you the output. Now automation goes further along with it, that it will keep monitoring the status of the interfaces. If, for example, it starts noticing that there are certain errors that are increasing on the interface or the interface starts flapping, it might go ahead and if you have coded well enough, take the interface out of the bundle and save you from traffic drop. This is just one example. Network automation can do multiple other things than this. Also, this is somewhat DevOps do. So DevOps are basically development and operations combined together. They work on scripts which will help you monitor, configure and troubleshoot the network, and it is so fast because of the automation that they use that they are very well updated with the changes that are happening around. They will keep updating the monitoring tool set, what is required, and they'll keep a continuous feedback which is required to improvise the network and plus updating upon the testing that has been happening behind. Now coming to the second part. Is Python the language that I need to learn to get into the coding skill set? So frankly speaking, you can go ahead with any of the object-oriented programming languages until and unless it gives you the exact output or exact result that you desire for. These days, the popular ones that are being used are either PowerShell, Python, Go, etc. So why people are concentrating more on Python? Let me be very clear about it. There are a few points which people look up to. First, it is very easy to learn and read. So Python, when compared to other languages, becomes easier to understand and interpret as well. So my Python code can be easily understood by somebody else who wants to modify it or work upon it. Second, many vendors like Juniper, Cisco, Arista are helping out with Python. Basically, they have certain inbuilt scripts as well which help you communicate with the devices or use REST APIs. Third, there are also some third-party plugins which are available for your problems. So elaborating further, basically you might want to script something which is very commonly used outside. So the third-party plugins are basically nothing but you can pick up the code from somebody who has already written a solution for the same issue. You can take that, you can modify it according to your needs and then use the same script. So that's the only reason I think Python is very much in demand. But otherwise, you can go ahead and use any of the other programming languages that are available. So now coming to the third part, what we network engineers are doing at Microsoft Azure. So Azure Cloud has thousands of routers which are spread globally and are carrying huge amount of traffic. We are already into software defined networking, which is also called as SDN, and are using automation to an extensive extent. We use automation to configure the routers, we use them to monitor the routers, we also use them to troubleshoot and at times even resolve the small issues that might come into the network. As network engineers, we are using languages like PowerShell, Python and Go to automate or to configure certain things and keep the scripts ready so that in case of outages, we can readily use them. The automation that we have been using automatically kicks in case something goes south and which can be managed by the automation script, just like the example that I gave about, which are the interface flaps or the errors that are being seen. So summing it up, I would suggest it's a good idea to know any of the programming languages that you're comfortable with and add it to your resume in the networking domain as well. The longer you wait, the harder it would be to stand out in the market. So that's all for today. Do like, share and subscribe if you could relate to the content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.